Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to another episode of Hades 1. This is our mirror setup for the day. We are going to be going for a Zeus special build on Rama. Now, I have been trying to practice 45 heat on a separate playthrough, and as such, I need more practice against Extreme Measures 4 and having forced overtime on, so I'm going to go for a 23 heat run today. No particular reason other than these are the modifiers I wanted. So we're going to take max level jury summons, max level extreme measures, benefits package, middle management, and 1 level of force overtime. I'm going to do a gradual transition into that 40% speed and movement speed up, or attack and movement speed up. But let's go ahead and start this run.
No turning back.
So we're going to try and build around Zeus's special on Rama, so I am taking his keepsake.
In life, the wretched shades of Tartarus are bound to me in death. However hatefully, they answer to me, quite unlike you.
And basically, we just want to stack as much Zeus damage as possible on the special. More on that in a second.
I shall be watching over you, young man. Though it is dark down there.
That it is. Let's see. All right, highest tier special, a great way to start. I'm not going to complain about that. So, on its own, the special won't do that much damage, but here's the thing. So, the special, all of Zeus's lightning bolt dropping abilities have some sort of internal cooldown. So, if you've ever used Zeus's special on, say, Rama or Chiron, you'll notice that a lightning bolt for each attack doesn't always get or each special hit doesn't get dropped. It's kind of usually two. For Chiron, for example, you get about 2 or 3 dropped at a time. We're going to take 37% damage up on the special, but traps will deal more damage. So we just need to avoid these traps as much as possible. The idea here is, the thing about that is there's a little bit of a weird interaction. So the internal cooldown is kind of unavoidable. You can't really get around it until you get Double Strike. For some reason, Double Strike's chance of activation does not have that internal cooldown. So basically what we want to have happen here is we need to build around Double Strike. We want to get as many levels on it as possible, and then let our lightning bolts rain hell upon our opponents. Of course, I dashed right onto that trap, because I am laser guided onto traps in Tartarus in particular, but in the game in general.
The hunt requires utter concentration, so I'll leave you to it and just watch your every move in silence over here.
All the gods today seem a little lonely. All right, well, I'm not going to complain about a deadly strike. I was going to alternatively pressure points, but I think I'll hold out for higher tier pressure points. Critting on our lightning bolts will sound great. Coin isn't a bad choice here because it'll let us afford some god boons from the shop, but I already have enough to afford from the shop, so really, I think getting a palm on the special won't hurt for a little bit of extra zappy damage. Of course, hammer-wise, we are always going to be looking for those lovely special focused hammers that Rama can get. Concentrated fire will be great, and of course, what is it? I'm forgetting the one, but basically relentless volley, that's it, I believe. Basically, we want the boons that increase the number of specials we fire, which Rama can get, I believe, and then we want the one that just increases the damage of special every time it lands, because we've gotten a nice modifier from Chaos. We've got some good Zeus boons on that special as well. Ooh, a Artemis Zeus trial this early is amazing, because we can get another good Zeus boon here. I think
It's not going to like this.
Artemis is a lot easier to deal with, so we'll take Zeus here. And Zeus gives us Double Strike. Honestly, might be worth re-rolling to see if I can get a higher rarity Double Strike. Maybe I should, you know what, I should have taken Artemis first so I could lock in a slot and better guarantee that I get the boons from Zeus I want. I will roll here just in case.
Anything else?
High voltage, not really great, but it will set us up for later, because it'll let us potentially get Zeus's legendary now.
You're getting quite predictable when you betray me like this, Zagreus. Start running then.
So I think the most important thing at this point that I'm recognizing now that I didn't think about until it was a little too late is I should try my best to lock in as many core boon slots as possible for the sake of not having those boons offered when I get another Zeus boon later on. So that was my fault. I should have taken the Artemis offer, probably taken her cast at that point. We'll save up for Zeus's call. I think Zeus's call is fine, although I'd ideally see Zeus's call. Oh my goodness, this is a nasty room full of witches. Witches are so rough with forced overtime on. I think I say that like every episode lately, because they really are. I think I'm going to just try and take them out as best I can. A lot of positioning. Unfortunately, like I said, laser guided to traps. Unfortunately, this witch is hugging the corner, so I can't actually hit it. Ugh, that was rough.
My chaos boon.
Good hunting just now, Zagreus. You passed my little test, so now we're good. Just like it never happened.
All right, let's see. Hunter's Mark or Pressure Points. I mean, getting a Hunter's Mark wouldn't be a bad idea. Alternatively, I lock in her dash. Honestly, might look for Athena just to get Athena's dash on the field. Or for survivability, honestly. And we're talking about locking in core boons, but I think that Hunter's Mark is too appealing not to take. The dash strike I don't think I need, so we'll take Hunter's Mark here.
I'll make every strike count.
It's a low tier Hunter's Mark, but even one palm on that bumps it up to almost 50%. Ares. Any reason to take Ares here? I guess let's address what gods I want in this build. So Zeus is number one, he's the one that matters the most. The others are just supporting gods at this point, so getting a Athena boon just for survivability sounds good to me, so we'll probably try and make her our 4th god. Our 5th god, maybe I just take Ares to lock in that slot, but we do have a boss, or we do have a shop here. I think I'll take the shop. One less encounter means one less likelihood of death, or one less chance to die. There's Athena anyway, and what do we see next? Darkness? Okay. I can only afford Hermes or Athena here. I do think I will take the Athena boon, just to lock her in, though.
Should help keep me going.
There's her dash, which we will take gladly. I don't want to take Athena's cast, because that'll set us up for a duo boon between her and Zeus and potentially steal a slot from a boon that we can be offered later. That's my main thinking here. Okay, we've got a survival room because we don't have tight deadline on.
Take a minute of your time.
Will it only be a minute, Hades? The timer's paused, so I can't actually tell.
Whoops.
So, trial rooms like this only show up if you do not have tight deadline, for reference.
No.
That's why speedrunners will never take tight deadline, because if we're going based on in-game time, trial room, or survival rooms rather, pause the timer and give us a faster time. Fortunately, we got a trial with a lot of witches spawning, but if I can kill those witches as they spawn in, I should be fine. We already have some pretty sizable damage on the special. Not incredible, per se, but very up there overall, I would say. Right, we've got to survive for another 11 seconds. Athena's dash, honestly, just gives us a huge amount of survivability overall. The nice thing about survival rooms is that you can farm up a decent amount of coin from them. There does seem to be a cap to it, though.
Why do I bother?
Ooh, another Zeus boon and a mini-boss to go with it, so we'll get another high-tier boon potentially here. I'm gonna try and drop a boldy on this guy for the HP. Nice. Alright, that helps out a lot. That was a very quick sneak. Wow.
Takes care of that.
Okay, we'll take this Jolted. Sure, 90 damage every time an opponent tries to attack. That's one of the other boons we really want from Zeus. Again, we are looking for the highest tier double strike we could get, but getting that right now is, I mean, Jolted is always good damage, no matter what.
Brimstones.
Of course, in typical fashion, there's no guarantee we get the hammer we want, and that's going to be the biggest sadness if we... I really only want one hammer in particular. I want the hammer that increases the number of special shots. If we get that, I'll be happy enough. And then, normally with Hermes, you know, you don't really go for his attack speed boons, but I'm very much hoping for a special attack speed, or a special speed up, because that would be so much fun to get, you know? The nice thing about Rama Special is it has a very long range, so you can use it very safely if you position correctly. Poseidon as our 4th god. Does Poseidon really offer us anything I want? The main thing with Poseidon here would just be because I could lock in a 4th god slot and then not have to worry about others showing up. Again, I never really addressed who's going to be our 4th god, because we got Athena. Aphrodite's kind of useless. I guess, are there any duos with Zeus that I would actually want here? Sea Storm, yes, but it would have been, I would have wanted it on the special, which we do not have. Smoldering Air. I could actually make a very strong argument for Smoldering Air since we're building around the special. Getting that faster Zeus call later would be awesome. Okay, I could make a strong argument for Aphrodite, actually. It's just we're going to do a forced overtime Erebus Gate, which means the chances of failure are high. Oh, actually, that's not Aphrodite. Why did I think that was Aphrodite? What? All right, I think Aphrodite is probably my answer. Dionysus does give some good survivability. Ares could give us a little bit more damage on the special with his Urge to Kill boon, or Blood Frenzy if we lose Death Defiances. Demeter Cold Fusion is kind of whatever, honestly. It's not an amazing boon in its own right, and we're going to be constantly applying Jolted, so it really doesn't matter that much. Like, that's the thing. Cold Fusion, Demeter's duo with Zeus, is it makes it so your Jolted abilities don't wear off of enemies. But when your entire kit, your entire DPS rotation is based around just applying rapid fire electricity, your opponent's always going to be Jolted to the point where that shouldn't matter.
I'm rich.
You might lose a small amount of damage, but that's probably the extent of it. So, Demeter, I don't like the big thing for Demeter would be rare crop hitting, say, Hermes special attack speed. Because imagine if we could get a 40% attack speed buff on our special, that would be pretty wild. I wouldn't say no to that. But the odds of we have so many boons, the odds of rare crop hitting the one we want is very low at this point.
Delicious.
I will up the damage on Jolted, sure.
Palmed up.
Then this is darkness. I mean, I can use the darkness for meta progression.
All right, Precious, get to work.
And I will take this Chaos Gate because this is the end shop, which means after we clear Chaos, or after we leave Chaos's room, we're basically guaranteed either the end shop or a free boon. The one issue I would have is if we get a free boon of a god I don't want, but at that point we're just locked in. We'll take what we get. Can't complain too much after that point. We've already gotten 3 spoons, which is pretty amazing for RNG's sake. But our special's doing a lot of damage.
Who's going to clean all this up?
Not me. Probably not Deuce either. She's the house custodian. All right, give us a shiny fish.
Got you.
Or a knucklehead.
That's one more fish for me.
All right, so yeah, let's go for this Chaos Gate. I think I'm doing plenty well on HP. Oh, I should probably take the darkness. That would have been awkward if I forgot to take it. And then let's hope we wind up in the shop or see another Zeus boon even. We'll see what we get. All right, Chaos, give us more special damage, why don't you? Or boon rarity up would be great too. 17% greater boon rarity at the cost of Inferno Bombs. I can deal with Inferno Bombs. Yeah, let's take that.
Should be worth it.
Ooh, a hammer. I don't know. Is it better to take the Zeus boon? Or, well, it's not a guaranteed Zeus boon. I think I take the hammer here. Let's see if we can get Relentless Volley. And it is... Oh, Kiwi, we got exactly what we wanted. Relentless Volley, your special fires +4 shots. Brilliant. Okay. So that is really the only special boon I care about. Hammers are now kind of whatever. Yeah, they can up my damage further, but I got the main thing I needed.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
Hello, Electo.
Got some kind of death wish, don't you?
You know it, Electo. But I wish you would die. It's a death wish for you. Okay, this is lame. We're just gonna stand here and rapid fire our special, and she can't do anything about it. Doesn't hurt to sneak out and attack every now and again. The main thing is you want to keep your cast on her so that she has Boiling Blood going, and taking that Boiling Blood when the enemies are holding your cast stone, taking an extra 50% damage, which is a lot of damage when you put it on paper. She seems a little mad about this, though. Sure. I think that was a no damage Electo, I think. Pretty clean. Pretty darn clean. And a fairly fast floor 1. Alright, so I guess the question becomes, what god keepsake do I take? What do I do next? Anything in here?
How many times?
Urn of Ariadne could guarantee us a really fancy god boon. Again, we're looking for Hermes to potentially give us special attack speed up, so maybe I take... I'll buy this Yarn of Ariadne. And then...
Let's see here.
I don't know. We have to commit to our 4th god now. So Smoldering Air, strong consideration. Ares has some supporting boons that would up our special damage. Demeter with that legendary rare crop. Not her actual legendary, but her rare crop. If it could hit the special, hit double strike, hit any of our... I mean, if it hits double strike, amazing. If it hits... But we don't have double strike. If it hits... Oh gosh, I'm blanking on it, but I said it before. Oh gosh, what is it? What did I want it on? Oh, the Hermes special buff that we don't have yet. That could also be really amazing. The odds of that happening, fairly low. But not impossible. Could also just take the coin purse and guarantee I can afford something in the shop and then just lock in whatever 4th god happens to show up. Don't think I do that. Could also take the Palm Blossom for levels to hopefully hit some of the boons we care about, more likely than not hitting the boons we don't. Man, there are a lot of options, and I can't pick one. I think, honestly, the coin purse sounds like the best option for me. Because then I don't get forced into a god who I don't want necessarily before I see either a Zeus boon or a Hermes boon. Yeah, let's take the coin purse. No, that feels like a bad mistake to take it in Asphodel. I don't know. I'm doing it. I'm locked in. Can't undo it. Let's go ahead and buy that Yarn of Ariadne. And now...
Next floor.
we have a fairly high rarity chance on Hermes or Zeus if they choose to show up. More than likely, we will get a 4th god offered first. I will not take them if I have a choice, because I want this to go to... I want this rarity bump that I got to go to, again, either Zeus or Hermes. Now, we will get the rarity bump from Chaos in 2 more encounters, so my hope is We make it through this encounter, and we make it through one more, and then we are offered those gods showing up. That said, if Hermes does show up, I will take him anyway. Although we only have one exit, so if there's a god coming up, I don't get a choice in the matter. Let's see who it is, or what it is. Ooh, excellent palm. So we will get our 2 encounters before we're forced into seeing a god. There's a very high chance that we will see Hermes in Asphodel. He almost always shows up. Oh, hey, Than. We're gonna get 50 HP out of this.
Of Hades.
Ooh, that Erebus Gate will be very good. So here's the thing about Erebus Gates. Even if you fail them, you are offered 3 rooms to choose from. The other thing worth noting, so this is I've been reading about this, and I don't fully understand how it works, but I've read about it a little bit. Basically, the way the game decides, the game tries to offer you a roughly equal percentage of minor finds and major finds. So gold and blue laurels surrounding the exits to rooms. And Erebus Gates are a gold laurel, but if you fail them, you didn't get the item, therefore you didn't get the result of that golden laurel room, which means you can take an Erebus Gate if your alternative options are minor finds and increase the chances of finding a major find even if you fail the Erebus Gate. So there are actually some logical reasons to choose to take Erebus Gates even if you know you can't clear them, which I found interesting because generally the consensus is Erebus Gates are not ideal. I am going to wait for Than to teleport out and say his line before I select my boon here, so that I get, so I save a little time on the timer. That's a speedrun optimization. It's helpful for when you are running against high tight deadlines. So because he said his dialogue there, now I know I can leave the room. The timer unpauses, and all this time it took for Than to say this, if I had not been in this menu, the timer would have been running. So this is a minor but relevant means of saving time on tight deadline. Anyway, nothing here. I would have preferred to get this on Jolted or something of that nature, but it's fine. Okay, there we go. Bye, Than. Let's see. And we've got, there's our upgrade, that's our high rarity Hermes. All right, let's go for it. We've got Yarn of Ariadne, we've got Chaos's boon rarity increase. There's a decent chance we see a really good Hermes boon here. I will reroll for special speed, honestly.
Are you ready for this, boss? Got you the Premium Express this time. Absolute cream of the crop right here. You're gonna go real far.
So he is saying that he got us his an epic tier boon here. Let's see. Greater haste, auto reload. Okay, I will reroll once and see if we can get that special.
I'd like to see more options.
Swift Flourish, it's only a 20% special speed, but it is 20%. That feels fairly fast. And if we see Eurydice, I can try and get rarity up on that, but there's Zeus, so there's also a decent chance we can get our double strike now. And once we get double strike, the build is basically set. Zeus's legendary would be nice, but at this point it's really just, we just want to spam as much in the way of getting, what's it called? Getting palm levels on double strike. But look at that damage.
You like that, you gods?
All right, well, okay, we got splitting bolts, so I guess I'll take that first then. This is a very stacked Zeus build already, and here's our second Hermes.
All aboard.
This Hermes, I guess it doesn't really matter what I take. We could try and set up for rush delivery later on, I suppose. So I'll take either Greater Haste or Hyper Sprint if it's offered, but this is kind of a standstill and hold Y kind of build, so maybe I probably take Hyper Sprint, or sorry, I probably take Greater Haste over Hyper Sprint, just for, then I don't have to reposition. But like, look at our damage. We are zapping people. Like, we don't have a huge burst potential, but we have DPS. We have some pretty significant DPS. Hyper Sprint, Quick Recovery, Side Hustle. I think I'll reroll once, because really I have all the boons I want aside from Zeus's double strike, so.
Hate to be ungrateful here.
All right, a low tier Greater Haste, but a Greater Haste nonetheless we will take. And anything here? No, nothing in there I want. I heard a fish. There's the fish.
Come to me, fishies.
All right, so since we've got the ethos of our build set up at this point, I think really the only thing else I could want, I do like the idea of Smoldering Air with Aphrodite. Ooh, an Athena, Zeus trial, more Zeus boons. Very happily will take them. And I think I will actually remember to do the thing I said last. Oh, actually I can't. So here's the issue. Like I said, I don't want to take Athena's cast because it'll lock in potential for a duo with Zeus. So I will take Zeus first here, actually.
Thanks to you, young man.
Thanks to you. Heaven's Vengeance, Lightning Reflexes. I could reroll once for double strike. There's a decent chance it's a low tier rarity double strike though, but I will go for it, I think. Alternatively, his call would be fine. Ooh, we got the epic tier double strike. We basically have everything we want, and everything is at minimum rare tier. That's kind of insane. All right, double strike it is. Now we just start stacking palms on that.
We Olympians, we are a prideful family, cousin.
You cannot simply choose a favorite without spurring one of us to wrath.
It is kind of insane that we have gotten all of these amazing Zeus
Do this,
boons
Athena.
before we even have our 4th god, but look at how fast we melt enemies. Like, I just stand here and hold Y and we win. We're gonna call this the rapid fire electric turret build because my goodness, this is insane. Okay, this feels good. So I guess I've won the run at this point, so why don't we just, what is there to talk about that's worth talking about? So, I did mention I've been practicing 45 heat. I in the previous episode, that god-awful Athena dash only run that just had some very unfortunate, I probably made some bad decisions and that cursed me a little bit in the run too, but I am largely, like, we did not get lightning reflexes until 37 minutes in-game time into the run. That's not my fault. That is not entirely my fault, at least. I just had really awful RNG.
Now then, I hope we can move past this little incident and keep our focus on the task at hand.
All right, Athena, what have you got? Phalanx shot we ignore. Deathless stand. I don't have any. I don't think I'm going to need Death Defiances. Blinding flash makes enemies exposed. Can let us get. You know, that's fair. I do not have a way of applying status privilege yet. Not that the gods I have locked in are great at providing that. I think for now I'll just take blinding flash because then that'll set us up for for status privilege.
This power.
I hit enemies with a dash once. There's Aphrodite. Honestly, I think I'd take her. I'll take her cast. Yeah. All right, we lock in Aphrodite. Now our god pool is full. Normally, I always make the position of, oh, you know what? Maybe I should have gone for that shot for the palm I could
How
give.
you must yearn to reach the surface, little godling. It likewise stirs in me a yearning to assist you by all means at my disposal.
Oh well, no big deal. No Eurydice means no upgraded rarity to our double strike or special speed, but this is fine, honestly. Even that 20% speed increase is pretty amazing. Like, watch us melt Lerny.
Lerny, hiss once if you think you're going to lose.
Anyway, so the high heat run that I attempted was once again another round of the Blitz Disc Zeus aspect of Zeus on the Shield of Chaos, building around Zeus's special. But this time I messed around with the Pact of Punishment. I had 45 heat again. And what I did was I aimed to, I changed around what I took. I forget the name of the pack, but the one that makes it so you lose mirror perks. So I took one level of that to trade out a bit of, a little fewer on the stacks of hard labor and lasting consequences. So I only had 50% HP healing reduction and, what's it called? And my brain is like reset here. 50% damage reduction, or 50% enemy damage increase and 50% healing reduction
No more heads.
to make the early game a little bit more bearable, I guess, at the cost of not having any starting rerolls, not having God's or Favor of the Olympians, and the one that makes it so you, what is it, Dark Foresight, I think, that lets you have an increased chance of finding major finds. All right, so we got everything we need. I really have no gods that I strictly want to find at this point. Maybe I just stack up Lambent Bloom for shits and giggles. Alternatively, Chaos Gates, Chaos's legend or keepsake could set us up for a fun additional Chaos boon. Or I go Sigil of the Dead and just see how, you know what, I think I take the Palm Blossom and try to get levels on whatever I can hit it with. That's the way to go. We'll take another Yarn of Ariadne, even though there's really nothing I want from that at this point. But it might be able to get us
Get me out of here.
a high tier Zeus call or a Smoldering Air duo with Aphrodite and Zeus. Either of those would be great. We can't get Smoldering Air until we have a god call, so I suppose I should probably prioritize getting that first.
Time to pick a fight.
Coin, HP, or Palm. We go for the Palm here. Again, I have a lot of boons in my arsenal right now, which means there's a reasonable chance that unfortunately I can't palm the boons that I want, but even a couple palms on double strike will up our DPS substantially. Like, look at how fast we are zapping enemies here. So many lightning bolts. Like, I do have to reposition for these enemies that move fast, but like, I'm not really gonna get a good sense of what playing on forced overtime is after this point, because we are
Good enough to eat.
sailing prettily. All right, well, 4 damage on the special really amounts to nothing, but I don't think I reroll here, so we'll just take it. A little bit more damage is more damage overall.
My senses.
And if we put it in context of double strike, every time we have a double strike proc, it's another 8 damage, or it's 8 damage technically. I'm taking the palm here over the hammer. I don't know if that's the correct decision, frankly, but like I said, really we just wanted Relentless Volley. Everything else is just icing on the cake at this point, although I guess it's never wrong to take another hammer when you're this far gone into the game. A third Chaos Gate, not bad. Where are the enemies? Hello? Anyone there? There you are. The funny thing is, he can block our attack, but he can't block the lightning bolts coming down, so shielders are made irrelevant. I'm gonna melt these heroes when I get to them, probably. Especially if they just stay standing close to each other. I'd probably just follow around Theseus at the start. Chariots are one of the most obnoxious enemies to fight with force over at higher heat, because they do so much damage. They can hit you multiple times in a very short period of time if you're getting unlucky. We're not getting any levels onto the boon that I really want, unfortunately. I guess, I don't know, what's better? Why don't we go for Static Discharge, because Hunter's Mark gets cleared. I guess I do want to see Artemis for the sake of getting a nice pressure points. Pressure points will give our electricity, or our lightning bolts a chance to crit, which I guess is very good. So, I guess that's... I do want to see Artemis at least once more for that pressure points boon. That's probably the only boon I really care about getting at this point, but look how fast we cleared that Infernal Trove. Easy peasy. All right, I think I go for the Chaos Gate here. Okay, what does Chaos offer? Special damage is probably the big thing. I could make a very strong argument for special damage with that Chaos Gate. Alternatively, again, increased boon rarity, not bad. Could go for the shop and see what other gods are offered aside from Aphrodite, because we do have the increased boon rarity. Yarn of Ariadne would affect Chaos. We're going for it. I think it affects Chaos anyway. Let's see. Chaos, what have you got?
In the name of Hades.
All right, it popped our yarn, so there we go. Ooh. Ooh. All right, so I don't actually mind if I can't see what the chamber previews are, because think about it. This is a 90% special damage steroid, and I have everything I want in this build, frankly. Everything else is just icing on the cake at this point, so let's take it. All right, eeny, meeny, miny, this one. There we go. So we won't know what we're getting ourselves into. Oh, hey, a mini boss. So we're going to be seeing a god boon here, that's for sure. You know what? I should probably Sisyphus this. Like, I can just... This butterfly ball thinks it's safe by getting away from me. I just spam special. Like, look at that. This is disgusting. I love this. This is so much better than my last run. I feel... Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, hear me out. Heartrend plus pressure points. All we need is one good Artemis boon. I think we take it, yeah. Right, we just need pressure points to show up, which I guess is the one downside, since I don't know what god is where. I can't guarantee that I will see an Artemis on this run at this point, because the odds of Artemis showing up in sticks are non-zero, but they're not guaranteed. I do think, though, if we do see Artemis, I'm basically guaranteed to get pressure points, because most of the boons that she can offer, like we're missing a lot of her core boons that would trigger her tier 2s to spawn, I think. I'm probably actually mistaken about that. I think there's a decent chance of her showing whatever the heck she wants at this point. No matter. I mean, do we even need crit chance on this? I feel like it would just be funny, which, frankly, that's probably enough of a justification as anything. But this is so gross. Our DPS is insane.
Lord Zeus.
All right, Zeus, what have you got? There's his highest tier call. We are a lightning conducting monster. This is probably the end shop if I had to guess, which means we're gonna have to go into... Oh, okay. That's great.
Power of Olympus.
Still not getting any offerings for double strike. This game is very committed to not letting me have double strike as an option, to the point where I think I honestly reroll. No, it's not worth wasting a reroll here. I guess I'll put it on high voltage because it's the meme of the build.
That's better.
All right, eeny, meeny, miny, left one. If only I knew this seed and could be like, okay, I'm still getting the rooms that I want, but like, look at this. Because of Splitting Bolt, because of Double Strike, because of how our special, how the Rama special works, we just melt enemies in a tight cluster together just immediately get melted. Enemies that spawn further apart are a bit slower to kill, but if you get... I wonder, so Rama, the way it works is its special hits one enemy and then bounces to the next. I wonder if each individual bounce triggers splitting bolts, so like one hit from Rama triggers one of Zeus's legendaries. And also, we generate God Gauge unbelievably quickly. I should have put Calisthenics program on just so we could see this build last a bit longer, just for the funnies. Just for the funnies, Kiwi. Nothing there I want to sell. I guess, on the bright side, I guess we're going to make it through Styx, or Elysium, before we make it to Styx with this Chaos Boon. So, eeny, meeny, miny, this one.
My Chaos Boon evolved.
Okay, so I should be able to start seeing which doors lead to where now. But like, look at these guys just get melted by lightning bolt after lightning bolt. Imagine if we had more than a 35% chance on that second lightning bolt, though. It's a shame we don't. Hopefully we get at least one palm on double strike. I would like to see us melt Zeus's, or I call them Zeus again, melt Hades as much as possible with Zeus's boons. Hades is probably going to be pretty sour that we went all in on his uncle. So I actually dodged that hit from the Flame Chariot by using the Greater Call there. Like, I am an untouchable lightning god. I became Zeus himself. That's the build. Becoming Zeus himself with the most stacked Zeus build possible.
Let not your sense of purpose waver, Zagreus. Visualize the outcome you desire.
Parting shot. Honestly, I'd probably take this just so that if we do get an offer for Smoldering Air, it's not taken by Aphrodite later. Or, like, take this duo boon so it doesn't show up where I could get Smoldering Air later. Let's just confirm I can even get it. Oh wait, this is the wrong god to even look for that. I guess what I want to make sure is there anything I want from her otherwise? Nope, nope. Athena's kind of just, I only wanted her for her dash for safety reasons, so we'll take Parting Shot. Okay, there's our second hammer or the shop. We'll take this Infernal Trove, no reason not to. We kill everything way too fast not to.
Those troves are not for you.
So anyway, so how did that second attempt at a 45 heat run go? I made it to Hades with 3 Death Defiances, which was insane. Chariots are awful. Oh, what? That guy was hiding out. That's so lame.
You waste my time.
All right.
Nice.
I guess here's the question. Do I go for the shop or the hammer? The hammer offers more fun potential, but so does the shop because we could see Aphrodite or Zeus to give us their duo. We could get a palm, we could get HP. I think, honestly, I feel like the shop offers more for us. The hammer is probably just going to give us a bunch of attacks, honestly. All right, so Athena showing up here doesn't matter that much. I have a ton of coin, but I probably just buy Athena and the HP.
I'll take this one.
Brilliant Riposte. I guess that sets us up for Athena's Legendary, which will be funny if we get with this build, because then I can just stand still even more. Well said, Charon. Anyway, so, all things, well, I'll let the heroes talk, and then I'll just ramble while we're killing them.
Big crowd, huh?
Prepare to be sent back into the depths whence you came.
All right, watch how fast we melt these guys. If I can keep them close to each other, I can really just melt their HP bars. So I got, whoa, hello. Look at our DPS potential, man. This is fun. Okay, there goes Theseus' HP bar. I'm gonna go grab this HP. Don't mind me, Asterius. Come on over here.
Lord Dionysus, lend me your power.
God Call versus God Call, I win. This is so disgusting, Kiwi. I don't even have to think anymore. Okay, yeah, we have become Zeus himself.
Please hold your applause.
I don't...
I'm about to let you down, my shade.
Aside from Billowing Strength, which would up our damage, or his one that increases the rate at which you gain God Gauge, we're basically full build. There is nothing that any god can offer us other than Artemis offering us pressure points. I think I hold on to the palm just so I can maybe get some levels to hit double strike. Have we gotten anything on double strike? We have not. Hate to see it. An extra Boldy really doesn't do anything for us, but I have the coin. Let's see, Boldy only gives like 10 to 20 coins, so it's not worth it if I'm looking at it just from that perspective. So yeah, we'll skip that. Anything to sell here? I don't really need blind. Nah, I'll keep them all. It's fine. Yeah, they can eat up palm levels potentially from Mom Palm, but I don't mind. All right. I really hope Artemis shows up to give us crit chance. If she doesn't, do we really need it? Let's be honest. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go against Hades. I'm going to stand still, at least until I get down to my second Death Defiance, and just spam special and see how far we can get. Every now and again, tag him with my dash, tag him with my my cast, and I'll dodge the easy to dodge moves. But, oh, wow. Oh my goodness, wow. 2 more Zeus boons. What is Zeus? Oh my goodness, 3 Zeus boons. No Artemis, but how many Zeus boons did we get? We got like every Zeus boon we could possibly have in this run. So I think most importantly, let's get the palms out first, because they're most likely going to hit the boons I want if I have fewer things to roll for.
You, mate.
Still nothing on double strike. Now the question becomes, do I reroll once and hope for double strike to show up? I probably do. I probably do. That jolted damage is pretty nice, but let's try it.
Something else.
At least once. I guess we're just committed to the bit, game. Thanks. Okay, Kiwi, place your bets now. Will we get a single level? There's Smoldering Air. Oh, but Billowing Strength. Ooh, this is a tough decision. That's an epic tier Billowing Strength. We have 3 more chances at seeing Zeus, or we have 2 more chances at seeing Zeus give us Smoldering Air. I think it's honestly better to get Billowing Strength here. That's a 24% damage increase. That's amazing. All right, let's go for this palm here, and pray that we get at least 1 palm on double strike, because we did kind of. It's another one of those runs where I say at the very start, this is the thing that makes the run really funny. But what can I do? What can I do? Realistically speaking, do we need it? Do we actually need it? We got a palm level on Billowing Strength. Not going to complain about that. Like, look, can you even see the enemies? This is just a flashing lights warning kind of run. Anyway, where was I? So that 45 heat run that I just attempted a second one of. Again, I got to Hades. I had 3 Death Defiances, but I choked hard. Phase 1 is really rough, but I discovered there is actually a mini boss he can spawn that is surprisingly manageable, and that is the Skull Crusher, because Skull Crushers just chase you around off screen, and you can very easily kite them out. And even if you have benefits package middle management going, they do not get that giant AoE ring that they summon, so they're honestly really easy to manage. So now I know RNG-wise, they're probably the preferred boss to have to deal with for a lot of my different runs if I get to that point. Can you even hear me over all the lightning bolts, honestly? This is very loud. Oh my goodness, I'm enjoying this. Divine Dash got a level, and once again, not a single level offered to double strike. I guess I'll put it on static discharge this time because I don't have a choice. Unlucky. Not a single level on double strike. Alright, let's go ahead and buy that Zeus Boon now. See if he offers Smoldering Air this time. Because we're going to generate Smoldering Air so unbelievably quickly. Or we're going to generate with Smoldering. So Smoldering Air cuts our God Gauge to cap at 25%, so we can only use 1 call at a time. We can't get greater calls. Ooh, Clouded Judgment epic tier. Alright, we'll take that, I think. I don't have rerolls anyway, although Heaven's Vengeance would be pretty funny if I just drop more lightning. But I think, yeah, Clouded Judgment. Your God Gauge charges up faster when you deal or take damage. We're basically going to be spamming God Call off cooldown, I think. Why don't I take this Aphrodite chamber first? Because we could potentially get Smoldering Air there, and then I get another funny Zeus Boon instead, like Heaven's Vengeance. Just so we're dropping 1 more lightning bolt on top of everything else.
It's no use.
Ultimately, I ended in failure because while I did make it through phase 1, I just misplayed phase 2 horribly. I honestly feel like Hades isn't the hard part of the run, but he is a huge gatekeeper if you don't have a lot of practice against him. I feel like Elysium is really the hardest part of a higher heat run because you can just get really bad RNG. Chariots are a nightmare to deal with. Revenants with the wrong benefits package buffs can be just terrifying. So, I don't know. Oh. My impenetrable wall of lightning! You cannot touch me! But yeah, you know, maybe I didn't make it to Hades with all 3 Death Defiances. It feels like that's not the case. I think I made it to him with 1 or 2. Because something really bad happened. I can't remember what it was, but I think it was Elysium probably was rough. And I didn't get a Patroclus. I think that's what it was. I was banking on a Patroclus showing up, and he never did. But it's fine because it's all in the process of learning. I made a copy of the save file so I can keep trying the same seed. I'm not going to pretend like I'm so amazing that I can do this sort of run without a seeded run, but oh well. There's Smoldering Air. We take it as planned because this is Aphrodite's room. And there we go. So now I only have a quarter of my total God Gauge, but it's a very spammable God Gauge. Do I even need to? There's nothing left in the shop that I can buy aside from the HP, and I can already afford that. So I think let's do more damage to armored foes. That'll help kill things a little bit faster. Let's go ahead. Oh, I can't afford the HP anymore. Never mind. I guess I forgot about that. Whatever. We should be able to generate more than enough gold through this chamber, I believe. We'll see if we get the 3 chamber sticks, which is all I really need, frankly. Oh, look at that God Call. That God Call does so much damage. Wow. Okay. Kiwi, Like I said, I think I'm just gonna face tank Hades, and we'll just see how fast I can DPS him down at the end of this run. But look at that. I get full God Gauge in 2 specials because of God Gauge generates based on how many hits you have dealt, more so than the damage those hits do. There is a degree of scaling with damage dealt, but it is much more so number of hits. So comparing, say, the special of Rama to the attack of Arthur, you generate God Gauge extremely fast on Rama compared to Arthur, who has a much slower attack speed. But look at this. Okay, we're not gonna get a single level, not even with the Palm Blossom on Double Strike, right? Not a single level of Double Strike. Nope, not whatsoever.
In the name of Hades.
All right, Zeus, your final boon. Heaven's Vengeance. There we go. Okay, that's exactly what I want. A 148 damage lightning bolt that can double hit.
Cerberus can never get enough of this stuff.
Apply Zeus's legendary and static discharge.
What's in this stuff?
How did we get this many Zeus boons? Like, I promise you, this is not a modded game. I will mess around with mods soon enough, and I promise you that, because there's so much untapped potential that I really want to experiment with. But I have not modded a single thing on this game. This is just pure.
A solitary weakness, Sator's axe, proved terribly effective once again.
Pure, unbelievably good RNG. All right, Kiwi, here we go. We're gonna head into Hades. I'm gonna tag him with my dash, my cast, and then we're just gonna spam special, and we're gonna see what happens. Actually, I guess I don't need to tag him with my dash since I have the cast to apply status privilege now. Anyway, I'm gonna keep playing at that.
Stately there, Father.
I'm gonna keep playing at that other save file and eventually beat 45 feet, and it will be an episode.
Seeking bow you wield, it is nothing but a tool for cowards, boy.
Hades, will a coward with a bow stand point blank face to face with the god he's about to slay? I assure you, it's not the bow that makes the coward. I feel nothing in the way of cowardice here. Here we go. All right, well, he cleared all our debuffs, so I guess we wait him out. Here he is. Tag him with the dash. Special. Okay, here we go. All right, I need to remember. Oh, my goodness, are we really just gonna be super lame, Hades? All right, here. Let's take out your stone. Ah, shoot. Well, so for context, just so you're aware, Kiwi, which I think you probably are at this point, when Hades uses his darkness move, he does clear all debuffs, unfortunately. But look at how fast we are just melting his friends. He summons a sneak, and the sneak doesn't even matter because even if it clears the sneak, like Hades, when it teleports away, clears its debuffs, it doesn't even matter. Like, look at this. All right, 1 Death Defiance pop, but we're gonna melt him before he can even hit us again. Well, bam. All right, that's phase 1. Dash into him, start spamming call. All right, look at this damage. Look at this damage. I don't care that you're hitting me. I kind of care that you're hitting me a little bit. All right, maybe I should start caring. I should probably start caring a little bit. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit more. Oh, well, if you're gonna do this for me, man. We're out DPSing his heals. I'm pretty sure we are, at least. But here's the other funny thing. I can bank shots, so I can still hit him with this. And more importantly, like, I can just kite him out like no tomorrow. Granted, Extreme Measures 4 Hades has a lot of... Oh, whoa, okay. I think I know where Hades is standing. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. No. Need to bail out. All right, have to get a little sweaty for this, I suppose. Oh, hello. Okay, we're on to this final phase. Okay, maybe I have to sweat a little bit more than I wanted to admit. I'm used to making Hades into a joke. Oh gosh, can't see anything. He's summoning pots, that's fine. Oh, he's healing, we're free. We're free. This is the freest damage we can get on him. We out DPS his heals, which is just so funny to me. Oh, lasers, can't out DPS lasers. Oh gosh. Oh boy, I got like cornered there. There wasn't much I could do about that. And he jumped away, so unfortunately our call goes to waste. But if you're gonna summon more pots, that's free damage for us. Toss out a call. Oh gosh, pots. Oh boy. I am probably about 1 hit from death, so I do need to play extra safe here. Protect myself from lasers, see if I can bank a shot into him. Can't, that's fine. Do this, and there we go. Okay. Had to sweat a little bit there.
I must admit, you learned something at some point in all this.
But what a stupid build. I have to count how many Zeus boons we got.
I cannot remain.
I think we got almost every Zeus's boon, or every Zeus boon, aside from maybe like 2 or 3.
In my father's name.
And I find it amusing that the game decided this is our win slate. Aphrodite was irrelevant. Actually, no, okay, I'll give her Smoldering Air, but Smoldering Air isn't on here. For some reason, the game decided that Crush Shot was what mattered. We didn't even use Heartrend. We didn't attack Hades realistically once. All right, let's clear all this. This is nonsense. Get this nonsense out of here. Okay, so what did we get? We got Zeus's Legendary. And aspect. I should probably show that it was Aspect of Rama, right? So let's honor Rama if I can find it. There it is. Rama, Splitting Bolt, Double Strike. I mean, Thunder Flourish for sure. Relentless Volley. I think that kind of emphasizes what this build was about, but hold on. I need to count how many Zeus boons did we actually get here. Let's see. We got Thunder Flourish, so 1. Zeus's Aid. Heaven's Vengeance, so that's 3. 4, we'll count the duo boon, so 4. 5 with High Voltage. 6 with Clouded Judgment. 7 with Billowing Strength. 8 with Double Strike. 9 with Static Discharge. That's it. So we got 9 Zeus boons in one run. I cannot describe the RNG that provided this run to me, but I'm not going to complain about it. 140 total clears, 108 win streak. What a great palette cleanse after that god-awful dash-only Athena run. I guess, you know what? That's what it is. This is where all the Zeus boons from the last run ended up. All the Zeus boons that I didn't get in the previous run ended up in this one.
He cannot kill me like this every time, believes the Underworld Prince. He shall eventually have no more ideas. But the Prince, as often is the case, is wrong.
I do kind of wish that there were more of these.
Oh no!
To be fair, though, they have a lot of different ways for Zagreus to die at the end of a run, though. Alright, let's do our house roundup and call it an episode. I am satisfied. What a stupidly powerful Zeus build. Like, I don't think I will ever get a more Zeus stacked run.
Feels like it's been a while, everybody.
He's back! Don't let me keep you, huh?
No, I wouldn't mind hanging out with you. You got room on that couch? I'll sit next to you. We can read a book or something. Oh, new dialogue with Than?
Mother Nyx told me you restored the eldest sigil, Zagreus. I couldn't believe that was your doing. What you did, it meant a lot to her.
I think I did that like 40 episodes ago, Thanatos.
It was my pleasure. Say, did Nyx ever let on to you of her relationship with Chaos at any point?
No, not everyone is quite as sharing as you are, Zag. Nor as inclined to pry. But still, in this case, sounds like it worked out. So thank you, if she hasn't said as much.
Least I could do for all she's done for me.
748?
Looks like it's about 750.
Whoa, how did we get... Oh, wait. He's just rounding up. It's about 750. Lame. He made me think there was a new time.
Do give yourself a break from time to time.
Oh, trust me, I'll take a break when I'm dead and ready.
Repairs for all the carnage that you sowed are already underway.
Wait, dead?
Good chat, Father.
I can explain.
I hope your day or night, I guess, is going nicely, Zagreus.
Actually, you know what? This is a good episode to do a little bit of a shopping spree. Let's go ahead and buy some things. Theme Deathly. Ooh, that actually sounds really cool, but let me buy out all the things in the shop first. So, Great Hall, what do we have left to buy? It looks like we have everything, so then why isn't it checked off like the West Hall? Oh, like the bed chambers and the lounge. Alright, let's go ahead and buy these things. So let's see. Rug, earthy, adds a touch of grit to the lounge.
Well, I don't see why not. A serviceable rug for a serviceable lounge.
What have you done to my floor surfaces?
Oh, Meg seems like she's in the mood for something. Rug Elysian, adds some regal flair to the lounge.
Let's go with this. This stately rug should match the lounge decor.
The poets doubtless shall be singing of your rug.
The poets shall sing of our rug. Rug Chthonic adds a touch of comfort to the lounge.
Work approved. I think we both know that it's time to change the rug.
Oh, leave the blasted rugs alone for once.
I do like that one. Okay. Let's see. Although I think Rug Sanguine was prettiest.
See how this looks again.
What did you do now?
Yeah, I like that one the best. All right, we'll keep that one. It matches all the red cedary. Let's see. What else do we have left? Oh, no, that's everything. That's all we had left to buy in the lounge were a couple rugs. Okay. Let's see. But here we have a whole bunch of things to buy. Ooh, this one's worth 3,000. Fountain, West Hall, bubbles carelessly, soothing those within earshot.
Here you go. What is it about fountains that makes everything feel a little fancier?
Really?
Ooh, interesting. And it's got some new dialogue to it. Okay, we'll go check that out in a second. I like that Dan was the one who commented on it. Painting of the Prince or Painting of the Fury Sisters. I know which one I want, so we'll start with the Prince. Depicts the likeness of the son of the god of the dead.
It seems my princely duty to commission this fine portrait of myself.
I ought to have named you Narcissus instead.
I ought to have named you Narcissus instead. All right, it's fine. I think the Fury Sisters gets the slot, though.
The job. Wonder how they got Meg to pose with the other two. They look downright civil.
You wish to see the Fury Sisters go to Tartarus?
You want to see the Fury Sisters go to Tartarus. That's actually kind of a cute comment. All right, table deathlike. Oh, I didn't read the description.
Thanatos, why don't you have yourself this little table?
This can't be.
Oh, that's cute.
Death incarnate for such things.
What use has death incarnate for such things? Portrait exalted hero. I guess I'll go in order. Landscape Tartarus depicts the lowest reaches of the underworld.
Commission. I'd like to see the depths of Tartarus adorn those walls back there.
I think I like the Elysium portrait the most, but that is pretty. Why don't you go see Tartarus firsthand? I'm just repeating what Hades says because I think he's a little too quiet to be able to be audible. Landscape Asphodel depicts the fiery river Phlegethon.
How about this, contractor? This artful piece of terrifying asphodel should add some atmosphere.
What are you doing to my hall up there?
What are you doing to my hall up there? I don't know. Whenever I hear the word Phlegethon, I can't help but just try and pronounce it incorrect. Like I'm hacking up some phlegm. Phlegethon.
This piece has the power to embarrass several members of this house all in one swoop.
Oh, that's cute.
The walls to remain bare.
No, I think they need to remain. So Hades said, I think the walls. He would prefer the walls remaining bare. I think I would prefer the halls remaining dog. Portrait exalted hero depicts the likeness of the champion of Elysium. Oh no, is this Theseus?
God, am I becoming hopelessly obsessed with Theseus?
I think I am.
You'll never be a match for.
Oh God, he's. Oh no, he's hot. Okay, hold on. We need to get rid of that portrait immediately, because, oh my goodness.
Let's put that up again.
I can't have Theseus looking that good. We cannot have that attractive a Theseus in our hall. The Fury Sisters, fine. I don't mind the Fury Sisters, but I don't want that Theseus portrait awakening something in me that I didn't know was there. Never mind. Anyway, okay. Let's change this back to Elysium. I think Elysium looks really pretty, so we'll take that one.
Let's try this on for size instead, okay?
And then let's go see what that new comment on the portrait or the blood fountain is. But it looks like we may have unlocked something new in the Great Hall for purchase. Let's see, Fountain East Wing. Oh, okay. Enhances atmosphere in an otherwise dismal corner.
Approved. Always hoped we'd have a fountain here precisely in that location.
Good news, Zacharias. You get what you want.
That would not have been next on my list.
Hades, there's barely anything left on this list. We've bought everything except for the work orders now, so I guess those will be what we're working on next. I need 100 nectar, 200 keys, 5,000 gems, and 25,000 chaos or darkness. Okay.
Water is the source of life, yet still it flows within the darkest underworld recesses, whilst restless shades of mortals look upon it and recall the short days they could drink it and draw breath.
But that is blood. That looks like blood.
Bad.
Anyway, oh look, we have little flower petals. I forgot we bought that too. So our house is fully upgraded now. That's really cool. I think at this point, do I need those keys? I really don't want to buy keys for darkness of all things.
Fine work, wretched broker.
All right, Meg, looks like you've got something important to say.
I have to speak with you in private, Zacharias. Urgently.
Yeah, it seems like it's very important right now. Let's see what it is.
Get over here right now.
Oh, right. It's this.
Wow.
It's fortunate that matter is resolved. I'll see you out there then.
Oh, you gods and your promiscuity. All right, Kiwi. Well, what an episode, right? What an episode. And we completed the house. You know what? One last thing since we're on this road to completionism. Let's go ahead and see if we can finally buy out the entire mirror. I think the only thing we had left was Fated Authority. There we go. I think our mirror is maxed. Yeah, the mirror is maxed. We are officially... We are at the point where meta progression items don't matter anymore, Kiwi. Well, aside from those other little things, but there we go. It took forever, but now I don't have to re-roll the map every time I want to do a gimmick build. That requires one specific thing. All right. Ooh, gauntlets.
Punch things up a bit.
Okay, Kiwi. I want to get this last dash-only run done. We've only got Dionysus left. Forgive me if I am doing another dash-only run like 2 episodes after the most recent one. But after that, we're free. I don't have to do any more dash-only runs, and I think that sounds lovely. Kiwi, this was a really fun run, and a great palate cleanse to the last one, like I said before.
I'm alive.
But with all that said...
Nope, couldn't feel a thing.
No, I could. I can feel it. I can feel the joy that brings. Let's see. Let's appreciate some art real quick.
Such meticulous craft.
I knew you would appreciate that aspect.
Anyway, Kiwi, I have had a fun episode. I just don't want it to end, but I should end it. So here we are. Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and in the next one, our final dash-only run. Until then, I love you, I hope you're sleeping well, and I will see you in the next one for some more Hades.
Never felt so alive.